Look from the book, presented by TopSport.
Oh, Tristan, another big weekend of racing. Not long till we're right in the cut and thrust of the Spring Carnival. Look out your window. Boy, oh boy, it looks magnificent out there on the Gold Coast. Sunshine. Open the blinds, Tristan.
Yeah, no. Well, I haven't had a lot of sun over the last bit. It's been a bit wet up here.
No, we can tell. Don't worry about that.
I might get a bit burned. It's been very, very nice weather the last couple of weeks up here on the Gold Coast. And, we're all very happy. The Titans had their first win in 12 games as well. So we're flying up here on the Gold Coast.
So is driving up to Brisbane to see the big clash on Friday night?
It's there's two massive clashes up there on Friday night. You got the Lions and the D's and the Storm and the Broncos both on Friday. So both of those games have top four implications in both codes. So I cannot wait for Friday night.
Is it true that no one in Queensland ghosts the rugby when the Broncos are having a bad year, like last year, for instance?
I actually think, to their credit, because I'm not a big Broncos fan, but they still did get some good crowds when they were hopeless. I took a lot of delight when they were struggling last year, but they've certainly come back with vengeance this year.
I was on the Gold Coast on Saturday night, actually, Tristan, watching them.
You didn't give Tristan a call?
Well, I was not putting up the state by 3:30, 4 o'clock to give him a call. I'm still tired from the weekend. My wife says I still look ordinary and in bed by 8:30. I've never been to a ground where it's as easy to get a beer. Great seats everywhere, and there's about 3 Gold Coast Sun supporters there. You know who was on the wall of the Gold Coast members area? Former Racing.com CEO Andrew Catterall. His photo was on the wall.
It's hard. It's not an easy ground to get to.
That's a shocker.
And it's one of the issues with that ground that you've got to go by bus or taxi. The taxi's about $100.
This isn't a traffic segment.
All right, let's move on.
This is not morning radio.
All right.
My God.
Fancy Matthew Welsh hitting out at people for waffling on too long.
Yeah.
Jeez, I know.
Anyway, let's focus on the racing, Tristan. We've got to straighten these two clowns up. Has there been any early money for the Valley on Saturday? Obviously, we're faced with a precarious predicament with the weather. We're not quite sure what the track's going to do, but have the punters dived into one or two?
Yeah, well, I know when we spoke, when the Valley raced, I don't know, when it was 4 or 6 weeks ago, I always sort of said it was a little bit quiet in the lead up to the Valley races, but certainly I just feel with the number of the better horses back, we've got a really good meeting in Sydney where there's the first Group 1 of the season as well. So it just feels this week that we've just started to unleash the shackles on the early business, and I think people are starting to shift their attention to racing early, which is really good. It's getting to that exciting time of the year, but there's certainly been a few horses that have come for. Probably the one that's been the best backed so far in Melbourne has been race 6, number 6, Mayfair Spirit. It's been back from $4.60 into $4.40, $4.20, then got into as low as $3.90, back out to $4 now. But it's been the best backed early in the piece from our win at Moonee Valley.
And looking at Sydney, the first Group 1 of the season, you can debate whether it's too early.
There's no debate.
We go down a rabbit hole. It has assembled a good field, the Winx Stakes, but has there been any sort of early market moves on the Winx Stakes?
Yeah, there has been. The early market move is for Animo. So we've had this market up obviously for a little while. It was very well spec'd pre-posted around about the $3.10 mark, and it's open up at $2.60. A little bit of support early into $2.50 and sort of solid at $2.60 now, but a lot of multis rolling through it. A lot of the best money already. So I probably expect it's going to start a little bit shorter. I thought Inamo Unga were going to be the ones that are going to be very firm in the market.
I would have thought Forbidden Love with her record over 1,400. She just looks so well suited, surely.
Is the track wet up there?
At the moment, it is a...
I wouldn't trust that info.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but they upgraded the track on Wednesday to a 7.
Just said a soft 6.
Soft 6.
Ears, Turfy.
Ears. St Kilda Piers.
Hearing aids down, mate. You know.
Oh, don't want to let the battery run down.
All right, let's get into the most popular segment on this show. I reckon we should promote it
there
to
is
the
one?
start.
There's a popular segment on this show?
Well, this segment is popular, and I reckon we need to get it up the front because it has been absolutely on fire. I reckon it's missed once in the last 4 months, the lay of the day. Now, gee whiz, you went She's All Class last week at Caulfield, Tristan, one of the best-backed runners of the day.
And it was all over after 400.
First horse beaten.
Cast. It was cast. What did you know? How did you know?
Oh, we just did our form. Like, it's a good horse. It just, to me, it felt like it was a good field and just felt like it was under the odds, and it turned out to be the case. So that's I think the thing about punting, as you guys know and people listening, it's not about saying these horses can't possibly win. It's just trying to find one that thinks a bit what the marketplace is.
No doubt, and she's got a few convictions, hasn't she? Now she's all class. She's pulled up lame before. She's had issues.
Yeah, she was 7 weeks between runs. I know we normally, we
was
always
cast
back
too far
that
from
stable
home.
in to get it right, and it's not an excuse. But anyway, simply
is an
just
excuse.
Tristan just too good, absolutely too good.
Okay, well, hang on.
We're going to give the segment more promotion this week, but who are you taking on? We need a drum roll. Hopefully, Roger can insert a drum roll here.
Yeah, I've actually found this week early. I reckon the prices are pretty accurate. I found it. I couldn't find one at the real short, so I thought it was massive unders. So I've gone to race 7. I just think this race is an absolute lottery. The Chandler McLeod handicap,
Yes.
and I think Gold Trip as a result, 460 favourite. I just think it's under the odds at that. I think Mankind probably should be the favourite. The one I think at odds that's big overs in this race is Mohican Heights at $9. I just think it should be a lot closer to Gold Trip than what it is. So race 7, number 1, Gold Trip. I think it looks an absolute beauty.
There you go. He's gone for the best horse in the race.
Gone after Mar Eustace again.
Again, yep. Attacking the leaders, and I can't really fault that. I think it's a very, very open race. Horses, the guts of the field sort of beginning their campaigns, really.
Now, we need to devote a bit of time to the multi this week. Oh boy, we need some sort of
Who let us down last week?
some sort of emotional music. I don't know.
There's only two consistent things about the multi at the moment. It never wins, and the guy who does less form for a living is delivering the most of the results.
Is it possible to pat yourself in the back? Even
Well, no
more?
one else is going to do it, Turf, to be frank.
Well, I'll, in his defence last week,
No, there's no-
It was a train wreck.
It was an
It was a
absolute.
train wreck.
So we had Giga Kick.
Yes.
One. We all agreed.
I must admit,
It was
after
good odds,
watching
Giga Kick.
that jump and going around the bend, I'm like, I'm going to let the team down here. But that was an amazing win.
Super win. So well done to Paul. You had Uncommon James Turfy,
That was a
who,
good bet.
geez, he's a good
I
horse.
cannot believe the price of Uncommon James. They
off the
just
map.
kept, and I tell you what, he delivered, and
did.
he's got better wins in store.
And then I went waltz on by the place. She was heavily back late. She got into what they call the box seat, which
If
is
anyone who tells
quite often
me
the
barrier
coffin.
1 is not the box seat,
It's not the box seat, and she's still looking for a run. And I'm going to say that if she gets clean air, not only does she place, she wins.
possibly, but I was on Ohio at 25-1, so I don't care.
Anyway, so that was last week. It was a sad and sorry tale, but the Pirate Multi got up.
Yeah, the Pirate Multi saluted. So we got a bit of cash in the kitty there. It would have been nice to get the big result, but we certainly got something back. So it is getting us a little bit of little bit of kitty funds going.
All right, so let's go to this week. Kick off with you, Turfy.
I don't know where to go at this treacherous Moonee Valley meeting, but why not just get it over and done with? So I'm going to go for Varvia in the first. I know they've all come for Little Miss Kubi after that very
Cliffy Brown.
Cliffy Brown's impressive, was it Moe, I think,
Moe.
where she just absolutely brained them. But you know what, Varvia would have brained them in that race as well. So I'm going to go, she's got the form on the board, the level weights, I think.
Win or place?
Oh, you got a heart like a pea, you have.
Well, I'm going Proscenium Arch, race 2, the place.
Okay, I'll go the place, Varvia.
Do I need to even bother giving my tip? Because race 1, Turf miraculously lands one. We go into old mate here, race 2. Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Well, you're suggesting
Sure.
we're dead by then, eh?
The odds would suggest, well, I was going to go showmanship, but hearing on this
No.
morning, it got scratched running in Sydney.
Well, that saved everybody. You don't know her from barrier 1 over 1,000 metres.
Coming to form advice from Turf, please. I've been convinced to go Esther La Rock at the place.
No, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, mate, I could not care.
I'm shooting him
what
down
you
before
have
he-
to say about anything, let alone
Hey, come on, spit it out.
Esther La Rock at the place for me.
Oh, what are we dealing with, Tristan?
Well, look at Turf's face.
We've had Yulong Command just come out of that race right as we're.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
well, that suits Esther La Rocca.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Turf. Appreciate the vote of confidence.
recalibrating those odds. So
Gee, that helps
$23
generation.
the all up.
It does.
$23 the all up.
$3 about the all up. Yes.
Is that with Turfy the win or the place?
We got $4.40 about Turfy the win. I got $1.50 to place your one. And
Oh,
then
we've gone the win for you,
$3.50.
Turfy.
Why not?
Maybe chuck another one up with Turfy the place, Varvia, just for those like me with heart like a pea.
Tristan, cannot lose. Cannot lose.
You're an idiot.
Dear, oh dear. Oh, enjoy the sun. Oh, you got something to say, Ted?
No. Absolutely nothing. I've got nothing to say.
All out
I'm
of
taking
tickets?
the fifth.
The less the better.
All right, Tristan, it's been great catching up. Look forward to speaking to you next week.
Speak next week, guys.
A good three with Dr Turf, Matt Welsh and Paul Tatnell.